Are you thinking about moving to Corte Madera in Marin County and you want to know more about it? In this video, I am going to take you on a walking tour of Corte Madera, which undoubtedly is not what you think it is. So let's get to it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're thinking about moving to Corte Madera or Marin County anytime in the next 10 days or the next 10 months, contact me. I love to help people have a smart, smooth move. And now, without further ado.
Okay, so this is the fire station in Corte Madera. I am starting here and showing you a few things in this area, which is just off of a street called Tamalpais, which is kind of a busy street, frankly. Anyway, fun fact about this fire station. A long time ago, there was an HGTV show called Color Splash. Maybe you saw it. It was where they would go in and like renovate some places and make them, well, full of color. And they actually did the backyard of this fire station. Coming up here is the post office. I spent a lot of time going to this post office. It's faster for me to get to this post office from where I live in Tiburon than it is to go to the Tiburon post office. Sometimes it can be a little busy, but you can see there's not a whole lot of parking there either. But it mostly works out. Okay, I'm crossing over here to a park in Corte Madera because I've spent a lot of time here over the years. Right here was the scene of where my kids had a paintball thing, and it was in a big tent there. And heading out here, you see that there's a lot of soccer fields. That building right there is the Corte Madera Rec Center, where a lot of events take place. Okay, continuing on this large park, I've been to birthday parties right here on those benches. And you turn here, I've watched my own kids do that kind of skateboarding on those ramps. And there's tennis courts. Lots of things to do here at the Corte Madera Park. Oop, I think we are crashing somebody's birthday party. That out there is Neil Cummins Elementary School. And there's also a baseball pitch over there. There's little Baxter's nose. He doesn't care about those tennis players. Okay, whatever. Let's go through this redwood trees right here and we'll pop out over here to what was the most important thing for my kids while they were growing up, and that was the play area. They loved that park. We used to go there a lot, and there was also ice cream trucks that would pull up, and that was like, oh, the best thing ever. Okay, I'm going to, oh, look at this. There is so much shade over here. These trees really cover up the sun. It's quite lovely and cool in here. Not that Corte Madera gets all that hot, but it can get a lot hotter than it is today. Okay, I am now headed back to my car. Hey, nice picnic benches right there. Anyway, yes, I said back to my car. So all the other tours that I've done in Marin County have all been pure walking tours. But I'm getting back into my car because Corte Madera is a little different. Like I said, it doesn't really have a town center, but it does have really important aspects to it. So I'm headed to the mall. Yes, the mall. The mall is really important in Corte Madera, and there's not only one mall here, there are two malls. So all of southern Marin uses these two malls. So this one is called Corte Madera Town Center, which is ironic given that I just said that Corte Madera doesn't have a town center. But this mall decided to call themselves the town center. And frankly, perhaps it actually is. That and the other mall, of course. And I am going to go to both malls. They're on each side of the freeway, Highway 101, really beside each other except for the freeways in the middle, because both of them have quite a different vibe. And then there's the UPS store that I spend a whole lot of time at, mostly returning Amazon boxes. There is Wells Fargo Bank, and behind Wells Fargo back there is a big Rite Aid. Okay, they happen to be having a farmer's market today. In fact, there's a farmer's market with fresh produce and other things, as you can see, every Wednesday at the Corte Madera Mall. And there is Urban Outfitters. It was hard to see with that shopping cart in front of there. Sorry about that. And we are wandering around the front of Urban Outfitters and behind some of the produce market in order to see this building here, which is Blue Barn, one of my favorite restaurants. It's really like sandwiches and salads, and you can pick ingredients and they toss a salad for you. And they've always had this great outdoor seating pre-COVID as well. And then I am going to turn back over here. I'm going to go back towards the produce market, and right around the corner there is another restaurant. We've gotten a lot of pizzas there, so I think that's one of the things that they are known for. And then we have this lovely produce. That's what it's all about at the produce market. Okay, and right over there, we can see Starbucks Coffee. Popular place, just like in most places in the United States. And beyond that, where those girls are all walking, there are some more restaurants down that way. But we're gonna go this way. This way? No, this way. Okay, this way. All right, we'll go whichever way Baxter wants us to go. So there's a lot more stores headed down this way, and there's some restaurants at the end. There we just passed REI. And here is Panda Room. I have spent a lot of time there getting my children's haircut when they were little. Actually, this is the second location they've had in the mall. Eddie Bauer, a juice shop. Lots of choices down here, and as you can see, it's a really nice environment. All the bricks and the trees. There's the Container Store back there. A toy store. That's new. And there is Il Fornaio, again, one of my favorite restaurants. And on this side, we have Pacific Catch, something my kids love. Going back over here to Il Fornaio. Ooh, pretty flowers, gotta slow down for those. And there's the front of Il Fornaio. All right, now you know how to get inside. It's on the outside of the mall. Let's head back past Pacific Catch, and we're going around the corner here. Oh, Baxter says, let's go, let's go. There is Safeway. My goodness, I spent a lot of time there too.
Baxter didn't want to have anything to do with the shopping cart noise, so he stopped walking.
Okay, working back to the car, and yes, I am going to go to the other mall. Each mall has a little bit of a different vibe, and it's crazy that the mall makes so much difference for people in Corte Madera, but as you can see, they're huge malls. So it really ends up kind of defining Corte Madera. Corte Madera, by the way, goes all the way from this area way to the other side of Mount Tam, and yet still it only makes up about 4 square miles. There we are with Cheesecake Factory, big fan of that, and one of those new EV cars. And here is Boca. And I'm just gonna spin around the whole thing. You can kind of see it, Banana Republic, Verizon, and then around the corner we got Macy's. And then I'm gonna just quickly go around Macy's, which is on the far end of the mall. So you can see that there's parking in the back too. And see, a lot of people don't seem to know it until we get to this single aisle. All right, there's not a lot of parking anymore. Tesla chargers take up quite a bit. There's other EV chargers back there, but you can slip in lots of different walkways and still get into the mall. So we're gonna park. Baxter says, let's go. Now we just walk through one of those corridors and we're going into the mall. I just wanted you to get the general vibe. There's Williams-Sonoma, got the nice statue going, got the Gap over there on the other side, and Avita. That mall goes way down to the right. Straight in front of us right now, though, is Restoration Hardware. And that's a restaurant up there, and it's pretty darn good. I would suggest trying that out. And it's a huge Restoration Hardware. Okay, we're gonna keep going down the mall this way. As you can see, it's not that busy, and frankly, I don't know that I've ever been there when it seemed really busy. Busier than this. Okay, hey, some ducks. As you can see, there's lots of places to sit in this mall and relax and enjoy yourself. There's Anthropologie. And we're gonna go up and around the corner to this cute little fountain. Up, no water running, has to do with the California drought. And then we have Pete's and we have Nordstrom's. Right around the corner there was where the Cheesecake Factory was. Okay, Baxter says, let's go. Let's get out of this mall. And by the way, this mall is called The Village. Forgot to tell you that up front.
If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I drop videos every month. And if there's something that you would like me to do a video on about something in Marin County, add a comment below and tell me about it. I'm filming all the time.